The paradox of protest. In thinking about the fight against the erosion of liberties in part of citizens, and the fight against anarchy in part of establishment, one may discover an innate paradox that makes finding the origin and the solution of this problem potentially impossible. Critical thinkers may also discover that a conspiracy may not be part of the cause of the erosion of liberties. The paradoxical nature of this issue is that citizens must fight for their liberties and establishment must fight for order, which, as we'll see, are the same and the opposite simultaneously. In order for protesting citizens to be successful, they must be effective. For example, if a few concerned citizens protest calmly and without disturbing their environment, as the law would ensure, they will ultimately be unsuccessful in fulfilling the agenda in which they set out to accomplish. Therefore, they must grow in numbers and seek attention. Success ultimately would only be realized when society can no longer function with the disruptiveness of the protests. Consequently, the establishment has to protect the functionality of its society by being even more effective in combating the disruption of the protests. This means success on the part of the establishment requires the erosion of liberties, which is why citizens are protesting in the first place. At this point, more citizens are activated to protest by the further erosion of their liberties and add to the disorder that is required for a successful change, which again reinforces the establishment's counteractions. This controversy is like a dog chasing its tail, and when diagnosed as such, one may reason that a conspiracy to simply take citizens' freedoms away solely for a sinister purpose may not be the case. Believing that a conspiracy is the cause of an eventual government crackdown is the oversight of this cyclical condition. Consider the origins of this out-of-control cycle while regarding it as the real cause of government crackdown. What came first, the violation of civil liberties or the violation of order? Neither, they're simultaneous. When a dog chases its tail, which moves first, the head or the tail? Neither, they move at exactly the same time. That's why the dog never reaches its tail. Similarly, government will never reach its citizens, and the citizens will never evade the government. This is a natural human condition that will run its course forever unless the government stopped working for order and the citizens stopped working for anarchy at exactly the same time. One is less likely to protest the idea of government in the midst of anarchy, and one is less likely to protest the idea of anarchy in the midst of government.